Straight to the meat and potatoes of this video, skipping the veg. It's a push day HIIT training session, 4 exercises, 45-minute long session. So really the program that you follow is going to be predominantly dictated by the time you have available, your enjoyment, current lifestyle and whatnot, rather than kind of one program being massively better than another. I just don't believe that to be true. I think you can get results from anything. High volume, low volume, moderate volume, high intensity, lower intensity. But for me, this is what I enjoy. For a portion of the week, I'm very busy. I do 12-hour shifts. I train clients both online and in person. So I don't have much time available. So these short sessions suit me perfectly. It's pretty much one set, maybe 2 sets to failure, using advanced techniques to increase the intensity. Very similar to true HIIT training. Now, I don't follow any specific kind of rules in terms of rep cadence. I don't like training slow. I try to keep things under control, but it's not something I think about unless we're doing maybe specific negative work where I then emphasize that rep time. For the most part, it's keeping the reps smooth and just bashing them out. So this push day predominantly is a chest focused day. So I do 2 types of workout for my push days. This is chest centric, and the other one will be delts. So start off with dips, dumbbell chest press, and then shoulder isolation. On the other session, I'll start with shoulder movements and then do some chest, maybe some chest isolations at the end. So dips to start off with 2 rounds, 1 heavy set of say 3 to 5 reps, then 1 negative set where I take the weight up by 10% or so, do maybe 1 rep and then a couple of negatives. I'll then move on to dumbbell flat chest press, a good set maybe with another 2 or 3 kind of slightly assisted reps, making use of training with my client and good friend Kirk. And that really helps out with confidence, especially on a movement where the trajectory can be a little bit shaky at times. It's nice to have that guidance. Then moving on to dumbbell upright rows. This is one of 2 shoulder isolations I do. Again, rotating between this and my cable side raises on various days. So I might hit this on, say, week 1. And then obviously week 2, I'm doing the shoulder focused push day where I do my chest isolations. And then week 3, I do this same session again, but I'll do cable side raises as opposed to dumbbell upright row. Now moving on to the tricep portion of the workout. For this session, it's easy bar overhead extensions, one of my favourite movements, and it works so well in conjunction with dips. Dips, obviously very similar to push down movements. So I think the overhead complements that nicely. 1 heavy set of say 5 to 7 reps. I think it's about 50 kilos. And again, using that spot just to add maybe a rep or 2 to the set that I would usually have to stop at if I were training on my own. So if you're training like this, it's so beneficial to train with someone because you can take that set to where you really want to take it. When you're on your own, you have to stop. You might need to do another set. Some movements, it's very awkward to do drop sets or rest pause. It's just not practical. And I think overhead extensions is probably one of those. It takes too long to change the weights. There's a lot of faffing about, a lot of energy wasted. Rest pause is not happening because of the difficulty of that first rep. You're going to get stuck, and it's not a good position to be stuck in when that weight's kind of hanging down. It's not going to be comfortable at all. So we did a second set. The first set really just focusing on kind of moving that weight from A to B with good form. But it's pretty heavy enough that I'm not, specifically thinking about the triceps when I'm doing it. Now this set, however, I drop, I think probably 10 kilos off, maybe even 15. And I have a little pause at the bottom, really exaggerate the stretch of the movement, try to make that weight feel as heavy as possible. And of course, I don't do this all the time. If I'm in a real rush, I'll probably only stick to that one set, that one top set, but I had a little bit more time. So we did this extra set and it felt great. And I have to say my DOMs for the next 2 or 3 days were pretty crazy, really deep pain, full length of the tricep. So brilliant movement. This is my current physique, about 91 kilos. So I've been really struggling to gain weight. Because the work I do is so labour intensive, it's just hard to get the food in. So trying to move a little bit more towards easier to eat foods, a little bit of junk coming in here and there just to try and gain weight. Keeping a close eye on body fat, but I have gained a little bit, up to about 92 now, which I'm pleased about. Especially when you're doing movements like dips and you're still gaining a little bit of strength and your body weight's going up, then that's a good sign. So yeah, this is a HIIT push day. Really great for busy guys when you haven't got much time. Give it a go. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Stay strong.